What is good, everyone? Welcome back to Nate Trades. This is day number 5 of documenting my journey to becoming a consistently profitable day trader. Today is Friday, June 26th, and I'm going to go over the two trades that I took, the loss and the win, so I am break even on the day. I'll explain all that, the lessons that I learned, but first, let's get right into market bias. All right, on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we're just in a downtrend here. We did overnight, we did go up into this 4-hour fair value gap and tap it, and then we were moving lower. So overall, I was leaning bearish towards this low right here. All right, here on the 1-hour time frame, you can see again relative equal lows here, and then obviously just this high in the market. I was leaning more bearish towards this for the obvious reasons. We were respecting bearish fair value gaps and just displacing lower. And then on the 15-minute time frame, what I was initially looking for was a sweep of this 15-minute fair value gap and just to trade lower towards these relative equal lows. That was my ideal A+ idea for the day. All right, now the first trade setup that I did take for today was this. We hit the 4-hour intermediate high, you can see here. You can see we swept that out, and then we did have relative equal lows here. At market open, we moved lower, but never took out the low, so now we had relative equal lows. And then we went up, hit the 4-hour, made a small move down, re-sweep, and then immediately displaced lower. My break even would just be this low right here, and then I was just targeting the 15-minute fair value gap right here. So this is how the trade ended up playing out. I did lose this one, unfortunately. Kind of a stop hunt, I'm guessing, because it did eventually go lower. But a note that I got from this trade was we are clearly just in an uptrend. You can just see that uptrend. And we did already tap the 5-minute fair value gap right here. And so, yeah, that was just a note I got from the trade. This was my model, though, and not much I can do about it. All right, the second and final trade setup of the day that I took was this. We accumulated a lot, created a lot of low resistance liquidity here, and then we moved down and tapped into this 15-minute fair value gap, and then got immediate displacement higher. The initial trade setup looked like this. My plan was to take partials and go break even right here, but what ended up happening was ES put in an SMT here with this high. ES hit the overall high, and so with it being above 1-to-1, it was basically at 1-to-1. I just went ahead and closed it there. This was a clean, clear setup. I didn't love the wicks. You can see there's like wicks here on my entry candle. There's a wick, big wick here, and then a big wick there. But overall, it was a very bullish setup, and I really liked it. And so with all this low resistance, the draw on liquidity was just very A+ on this one. But anyways, that is it for today's trade recap. On the day or on the week so far, I am slightly green, pretty much break even with partial, break even. Actually, I had a win that day, a loss, a win yesterday, and then just a break even day today with a win and a loss. But yeah, unfortunately, I think I got caught up in a pattern trade here. Though it was exactly my setup, I was just wrong, so maybe it's not a pattern trade. But then a clear, nice setup here. This one did ended up running higher. Would have hit the overall draw on liquidity, but you know, it's my rules, and so I stick to my rules, and there was an S&T here, and so I did close. Anyways, that is it for today's video. Not much more to say. Okay day, pretty stressful on this one, but is what it is. Break even happened to be break even on a day like today. Not really sure what this price action was, but anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If you want to follow along with my journey, hit the subscribe button below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I do post daily bias, which I'm getting better at, and then daily Bible verses as well. So you can go ahead and follow me there. But with that, I'll leave you guys to enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a great rest of your week and have a great weekend. Peace out, boys.